Wala. Hindi nga tayo ng paper welcome to Kayapa, and before I proceed any further, I would like to introduce our host, Honorable Doctora Elizabeth Balasya.
Morning to each and every one of us. Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat na ibang kabigat na natayo amin na alalitoy na makipag-isipag iti run in ayos ni Sir Jonel and ni Sir Robert. So, to all of you folks, Kayapa is a third-class municipality. It's a landlocked municipality inhabited by the indigenous people of the Kalamuya, Iuak, and Ibaloy. Kayapa is a Kati, meaning it has an ancestral domain title. So our ICC is the Kalamuya, the Iuak, and the Ibaloys. We have 30 barangays, and then we also have a population of 26,870 as of the latest survey of our PSA. And so, our employees, all of us, belong to the Kalamuya, the Iuak, and the Ibaloy. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank Mr. Robert and Mr. Jonel for bringing Kayapa to the world. Welcome to the beautiful place of Kayapa. Kayapa, I assure you, Kayapa is beautiful. Kayapa is panoramic. Not only that, the people of Kayapa are gentle, are friendly, and are shy. That's the basic quality of an IP. We are shy, but we respect our visitors. And so I would like to request from you, our visitors, to respect also the culture and the people of Kayapa. Enjoy the panoramic, the pine trees of Kayapa, and we will see each other often. Thank you very much and welcome to Kayapa. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Thank you very much. Just so you know, when King of the Mountain was first conceived or first held in April 1, 2012, it was her mayor's younger brother, Attorney John, from whom I got the permission, and the rest is history. Sabi nga ni Mayor noon, sana mag-click ang gagawin natin. I hope that will click. And because you know, before, the most common question I got was, where is Kayapa? But now we are proud to say that Kayapa is already in the map of the trail running world. Thanks to you guys. And in fact, we have some foreigners. I'll just talk about that later. At this point, we'd like to welcome the local dancers who will present a short number with their native dance. Palakpakan po natin ang ating mga taga-Kayapa LGU.
Good morning, everyone. The LGU Kayapa Dance Troupe is going to perform the Bindian dance. So it's a victory dance, a Thanksgiving dance for thanking the Almighty for showering blessings to us. Sige.
Maraming salamat po. Palapakan naman na natin. Ano bang ilalakas yung mga palakpak? Thank you very much. Briefing na ba, Rob? Are we going? Once again, Ma'am Elizabeth Balasya, thank you very much for your warm welcome. You know, Kayapa has changed physically, but deep inside, Kayapa is still as warm and as spiritual. Thank you very much for all the love since 2012. Okay, so once again, welcome to all runners. Welcome to Kayapa. I'm Jonel Mendoza. I am the founder of King of the Mountain, and until 2019, I was the race director and organizer. But starting this year, I passed on the torch to Robert and his team, Intrepid Spirit. Okay. To the first-timers, KOTM first-timers. Okay, good luck. Welcome to the family. And to the repeaters, recidivists. Bakit nahihiya kayo? Okay, welcome to Kayapa. Can we have everyone's attention please for a while? As they say, our races in Kayapa are not necessarily the most beautiful races. Not perfect. Not the most difficult. It's not cheap. But you know, KOTM is like coming home. It's like coming home. Every year, it's like that. Old faces meet here, meet new friends, make new friends among the new faces. And even if you're with somebody now, you're not talking to him or her, I'm sure you will get to know each other when you're in the train. I will bet on that. Okay? So, welcome to Kayapa, and I would like to thank you for taking time away from your family, from your work, to visit Kayapa and join our race. H1 is on its 8th year? 8th year, sorry. I'm approaching senior year, so please forgive my lapses. I can see a few race directors who are here. Welcome. There are so many of you. I might miss some of you, but you know who you are. Okay? They have races coming up. Please support the local races. No? I would like to welcome our visitors from abroad. From Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Sawasdi, Japan. Actually, they're from Nikki is from UK, Nikki, Virgie is from Belgium, and Will is from New Zealand. Malaysia. Hey, Will, good to see you again. You are my Suki. You are a regular. When we were starting, 2012, 2013, Malaysia used to have the most representatives. Because back in the day, there were really no races to speak of in Southeast Asia, right? No races, they came here. So they were the ones who spread the word, good or bad, about KOTM. And I'm thankful that, you know, during that time, 2012, you could hardly see any trail race in the Philippines. You have 10 kilometers, and they would call it off-road race. off-road race. But I'm happy that after KOTM was born, more races came up, were formed, organized. And in fact, I'm very happy for Mindanao. Every week, halos may race na rin sa Mindanao. So, from my kababayans from Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, welcome to kayo pa also. Palakpakan niyo, Pilipinas. Special mention lang my 6-time defending champion, Majo, where are you? Majo, please. Majo Liao. The defending champion for the female division since 2013. Palakpakan mo natin. To all the aspirants who want to take away the crown from her, she knows her way around here, so it's up to you to make your own move. We have some good runners, of course. The guys from Hong Kong are 4 trail challenge finishers, Virginie and Nikki. And of course, the craziest, Will Hayward, who finished 59 yards. Ilan pa yung pinakwenta ko sa'yo? 59 times 1.6. No, 59 times 7. For more than 400 kilometers, 2 days. Will, please, give it up for Will. Backyard Ultra. The first one, right? The first edition. The first edition of... The first? Not the first. If you know Lazarus Lake of Barkley Marathon, he organizes the World Championship of Backyard Ultra. Will did not make me sleep for 2 days. I was rooting for him. And he finished second. He was assist. 59 loops times 6.7 kilometers. One loop is 1 hour, so that's 59 hours. I don't know what to say. Congratulations, Will. So we have a very good competition. I forgot. The one from Hungary. Your dad? Your dad? I hope he's coming later. You flew all the way from Hungary to here? Thank you very much. From Hungary. I'm sorry. It's her dad, right? Your dad. Welcome to the Philippines. Is it your first time in the Philippines? Welcome. I hope you enjoy the Philippines. So meron pa palang taga-Hungary. Okay? O, inabati ko na Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. Alam nila kung sino kayo. Okay? Let me go to the... Jojo, where are you? Jojo, since day 1, DNF or not, please always say, Jojo, thank you very much again for your support. Since April 1, 2012, he has been participating in our races. Whether he finishes or not, he's always here. He has seen us through our good times and bad times. Salamat, Jojo. Salamat. Okay. Doon muna tayo sa first part na masarap. We have an assortment of food available for you. Our rice meals will be in Papadak, Tinola, and in Castillo. I think Nanay Nani Sacro will be giving her usual signature Shanghai. Okay, and along the route, fruits, porridge, eggs, soda, the stuff. Okay, so please avail of the food that's in the stations. And care of alternate, we have vegan food in Papadak and Castillo. Tama? Okay, palakpakan mo natin yung ating mga sponsors. Ultra is offering 20% discount. 20% discount on all their products, gooder, features, and shoes, right? Yoli is here for your quick replenishment, money, and what what else? Who else is here? Of course, other meat, vegan. Those who are into vegan stuff. Eka is here. 100 per photo? 100 per picture? Okay. Number 1. This is very important, guys. While you still have time, please Google what to do in case of a thunderstorm. I'm serious. Last P1, we were caught by surprise. From Amelong all the way to Dalupirik, it was raining. And there was a sudden downpour and thunderstorm. In fact, Doc Roman was nearly hit by lightning. He fell to the ground. One of the things I read was not to stay under a tall tree. Put off your cell phones. There's not much information on what to do when you're out trail running. It just says when you're outside, go inside the building, but we don't have any buildings along the trail, so please be very careful. If I were you, do not be pointing your trekking pole. Guys, please, this is a serious matter. We were really worried about the thunderstorm. It was quite intense that time. Of course, the rains now are like 1 hour, 2 hours. It's not like the continuous rains yet, but it will get wet. And in Baguio, Alessandro, here also it rains every afternoon, regularly. And of course, all the way to Pulag. So please be very careful, okay? Put off your cell phones. Stay away from tall trees. Tuck your trekking poles away, okay? That said, we will give a weather advisory if we feel that the rain is too strong or there is intense weather condition or a forest fire. We will stop or delay you in every aid station. Okay? Are we clear? No other information is official unless it comes from the aid station marshal. Just like in P1, in Pulag, they say, oh, there's no more cutoff. There's no more cutoff. Yeah, sure. It's not true. It's not true. Okay, so just keep pushing on. Do not rely on fake news. Okay? So all official announcements will come from the aid station marshals. Okay? For any delay, for any stoppage or something. Okay? Now, mandatory gear. Our new race director is very strict about this. We are very strict about this. Additional time. Disqualifications, we have done that, additional time. You know, I don't know if I'll be amused or be angry because there was a finisher and he was penalized or she was penalized with 1 hour. And he was bargaining with us because he said, I help you carry your water, can you please wait for 1 hour? Oh. Please respect the rules. Don't do that to us. Please, it's really hard imposing penalties. But to bargain, that's low. That's a low blow. Respect. You know, KOTM is preparing you for the races abroad. I have joined a few races abroad and you cannot bargain with them. But how come you are bargaining with us? Please, we have our rules and they are readily available on the website, okay? Please do not give us a reason to penalize you or disqualify you just because of a breach of the rules, especially the mandatory gear. Many told Robert, the rain jacket, the emergency blanket were a big help after the rain. They thanked him. All this gear, the mandatory gear in the list, serve a purpose. They serve a purpose. Believe us. Believe us. So please There will be a mandatory check when we check in tonight, and a mandatory check at a surprise unannounced point, and at the finish line. You will be given a chance to produce that missing item if there is a missing item before you allow to proceed. Just in case you're able to produce it, but you reach the finish line, you don't have it, you'll be penalized with that 1 hour. Okay? For every missing item. Okay? We have a cell phone. No load. No power. What's the use of the cell phone if they are not fully charged? Okay? So please pay attention to the mandatory gear. While you still have time, you still feel missing a few items, you can buy from Intrepid Spirit or the market. And the poncho. The race director disallowed the use of one-time use poncho, the disposable types. It won't help you. And the mandatory, the emergency blanket, it helps. We have had experiences of near hypothermia. That's why we came up with the list. So please take the list seriously, okay? The penalties for missing items or the missing items that are really mandatory are in the website. Okay? Are we clear on the mandatory here? I hope you will cooperate with us, please. It's very difficult really to impose penalties, especially if you are friends, we know you are our fellow runners. It's really difficult. It's the most difficult job really, to tell you actually. Okay? So the weather, please prepare for rain. Okay? Mandatory checks. Hanging bridges. Hanging bridges. Please allow 3 meters gap between runners. And do not run along the hanging bridges, especially the one in Caballo, the longest and highest one. Especially coming back at night. Okay? And I also discourage you to take videos while crossing the bridge. Taking photos. Going live in a hanging bridge. My God, please help us. I have seen live videos while crossing a hanging bridge. Alam mo, the hanging bridges here have gaps in between them. One misstep from live, you know where you're going to. So hanging bridges. We are discouraging live videos and taking photos while crossing it. Number 2, please leave a gap of 3 meters and do not run. Okay? Now, if you DNF, you know the drill. There are vehicles for hire to bring you to the finish line. New route. Because of the improvements done by the government, some trails are already wide enough for a vehicle. Some have been cemented. For the old-timers, Babalet, Napo is already out of the route. You will be taking a new trailhead from Balete. You will be taking a new trailhead to Balete that intersects eventually with the old trail. So wala nang Napo. On your way back, we're not including Salingsingan already. Of course, Mount Pak. Salingsingan kasi is full of obstacles. My one and only reminder for you on your way back to Caballo is to please be very careful when crossing the hanging bridges at night. If you are with somebody, light each other's way. Okay, light each other. And go slowly, especially at night. Especially after a rain. The steps will be slippery. Okay? Please. And for the markers, these are what we are using. The orange one with reflectors, the white one, and there's also a red one, that's ours. Okay? You also have the GPX with you, right? We encourage those who are using smartphones to download the GPX. Back in the day, we didn't have any GPX. We just relied on markers. And some of the problems we had then still persist today. They are being removed and used as souvenirs. So please be very observant of the markers, okay? Anyway, you are all, the reason we imposed requirements for you to be qualified for H1 is that we want to make sure that you have the necessary experience to tackle this distance, mentally, emotionally, physically, okay? There is also a central phone number that you can call just in case you will need help. It's here, based here. Okay, are we clear? Those who are claiming in behalf of those who are not starting, we will deal with that later. Okay? Okay. And finally, this is important. And it's something out of our control. Some of you will not have any GPS trackers. I'm sorry. It was held up in customs. I don't know what happened, but we have been doing this since 2019. This is the first time that a package of trackers were held in customs. So my apologies. It's something beyond our control. It was shipped last week, and up to this day, it's not yet here. But majority will have a tracking device. I will provide the link later in the KOTM Facebook website. The tracking link for the time, which is the official time, one time. If you have loved ones following you, please ask them to download the app so they will see you there. Robert has made sure that all timing match will transmit real time. He has invested in Starlink, and we are using also satellite phones just to transmit the data real time. So we will see your time. Now, with regards to cut-offs, the first time, those who are here for the first time, please listen. The cut-off time does not refer the time that you arrive in the station. For example, the cut-off time is 1 o'clock and you arrive at 12:59. That's not the check-in time. It's when you leave the station. So you arrive 12:59, later be sure to leave at 1 o'clock. If you leave at 1:05, you're DNF. Okay? You are considered DNF. Cut-off time is the time that you check out, not the time you check in. Okay? Some stations have entry and exit mats. So please make sure to ask the marshals there. Okay? For the support crews, you are only allowed in Papadak and Castillo, okay? Please make sure to follow the guidelines. For the pacers, please register here so we know who you are, how many you are, okay? At this point, I'd like to pass you on to Robert for some additional information.
Welcome everyone. Really, there's not much more for me to say. I think Jonel held the limelight for us quite some time. Just a few minor things. There was a mention of GPS trackers. Yes, not everyone will be carrying a GPS tracker. So from race bib number 129 onwards, you won't be getting them. So don't expect them in your packets. For those who are carrying the trackers, it's very important that you actually attach the trackers correctly to your pack. So that will be on the shoulder, and we'll provide you with some electrical tape in order to attach those to your pack shoulder. The reason why we attach it to the shoulder is so that it gets the best signal at that point, right? If you stick it inside your bag, there may be points in time where you won't be able to get a signal out. The other thing as well that Jonel did go on about mandatory gear quite a lot, so I won't harp on about it. It's important that you have it with you. Just the two key points there are that when you are checked during the race, if you are missing any key piece of mandatory gear, you won't be allowed to continue until you get that piece of mandatory gear. So if you dropped your rain jacket somewhere, you need to find someone, borrow something. If you can, if you can't, you won't be allowed to proceed. It's not because we don't want you to proceed, it's because we value your life, right? So please be careful with your mandatory gear. We won't be responsible for replacing it, okay? Make sure you have all your mandatory gear at check-in because it will be difficult to acquire that mandatory gear at 9 p.m. tonight when we're checking things in. Importantly tonight, please arrive relatively early. There are a lot of you to check. It takes time. We will have about 6 people checking mandatory gear, but please come by around 8 p.m. and no later than 9 p.m. But don't everyone turn up at 9 p.m., okay? Because we will not be delaying the start. So if you all turn up late, then you just won't be starting, right? So please turn up between 8 and 8:30 ideally, so that we have the time to check the gear before the start of the event. We talked about markers. Jonel showed you some of the markers here. There's also a slightly different marker. It's a red Intrepid Spirit tape, and all of the markers will have some kind of reflective piece on the end there, so whether you're there at any time of the night, you should be able to see it. It is important that some areas we do get people removing the markers, so please keep an eye out. There should be enough markers around the route for you to follow. I highly recommend you getting or downloading the GPX file from the website. You can download a free reader onto a smartphone. It's good to have as a backup in case you're in the middle the night, you don't know where you are, you can't see the markers, at least you can use that to navigate back to the trail if you happen to be off the trail. There are 2 aid stations that you will visit twice, okay? The 3rd aid station, Banao, you will visit twice. So it's the 3rd aid station and it's the 6th aid station. Okay, so you will visit that again. Balete is the 4th aid station. I think I got this right. Sorry, Balete is the 3rd aid station and the 5th aid station. Okay, so you will visit that twice. Okay, there are some aid stations where you cross the mats twice, so don't be afraid to walk over the mat. There are some aid stations where you enter and you exit via the same route. It's okay to cross the mat twice. They've been configured in that arrangement. We have medics at all aid stations, so if you need medical attention or you sprained your ankle or something like that, or even anything more serious, there will be people there to assist you. There is one contact number on the website. Please visit the website, look at the rules and regulations. There's a contact number in there. That's the main number that you can call in case you're lost, you have an emergency, or some other reason that you need to contact us, right? So somebody will answer that phone. Okay, so please use that number. There are sections of the route without signal. Okay, the key section of route is between Banao and Balete. That's a black spot. So don't expect any signal there, so be careful. That's also where many of the hanging bridges are. Okay, so be very careful on those bridges. I know Jonel talked about those earlier. I think that's about all from me. All I'm going to say is that those who are coming back for another attempt, it took me 3 times to finish this race, so you're in good company. But the key thing here is, stay safe, take it easy, keep moving, and it's a mental game, right? You've done the training, so if you can do it physically, you can do it. The only thing you have to beat is your mind. Right, so good luck to everyone. Those who have come from abroad, thank you for coming. The locals that are here for the first time, good luck as well. Thank you, and we'll see you all tonight.
Emilia? May question tayo? Wala? Yes, Dali. Wait. Come here. If you have any questions, start open the questions. You know, signal is spotting the mountains if we not answer each and every question that you might have later on. Now, Danny, go ahead.
Yeah, as a first timer, especially this is my first time to race here in Philippines as a trail runner race vehicle. What we expect for the distance of every marking, like what I mean is, like for example, every 500 have a markings or every junction have a sign of check or X. What we do expect for the distance of every markings.
In terms of, thank you very much for your question. In terms of markings, the markings that I've shown you up here should be along the route. At intersections and junctions, you should see many more of them. So leading into the junction and going out of that junction, you should see them. There are certain locations, usually closer to aid stations, where some junctions will actually have marshals. But don't expect marshals at every junction. There are hundreds of junctions, right? So we don't have that many people to man every station. So it's very important that you keep an eye out for the markings. If you see, or if you have some period of time, you go 500 meters or a little further and you don't see any markings, it's probably because you're on the wrong path. So backtrack to where you find the markings and then you should be able to navigate from there. As I said, it's good if you have a GPX file, just in case. You know, you can always open that up and see, am I on the right path or not? If you are, continue on, right? If you're not, then obviously you have to backtrack and find the original path. So there are not signs at every junction. We've had people out there for almost a week now marking. They're still marking today. They'll be marking tomorrow. So it takes at least a week to mark this whole route. For us to mark it with signs, assuming that they didn't get stolen in that period, it would take us almost a month to do that. So it does take time. So we have to be practical. Yes, it is very well marked. Hopefully most of the markings are not removed. There may be sections where some locals have taken them or children have pulled them off. That does happen. So please, just be reticent. Keep an eye out for the markings. If you see markings on the ground, it's probably somebody has torn them off and thrown them on the ground, right? So we will have people out there trying to fix it where we can, but we have limited resources to go around the whole route more than once. Okay? Does that answer your question? Thank you.
Any more questions? The start time is 10 o'clock, but you are advised to check in at what time? 8 o'clock. We will start checking in at 8 o'clock.
Okay, the question was in relation to GPS trackers and if there are thunderstorms. The question was, should they turn it off during the thunderstorm? The choice is really up to you. If it was me, I would leave it on. The reason for that is at least somebody can see where you are, right? Now, the suggestion I would have in thunderstorms, is, as Jonel says, stay away from tall trees and try and keep low to the ground. So if you're on top of the mountain, get off the mountain. Right? Any other questions?
Okay na? So just leave it on. It's the pointed stuff that's really cell phone also. Just try to, it's a short one.
Okay, the question is this. Those of you who have GPS trackers, they are a small black box, right? Small black box. That's the GPS tracker. The blue little tag that you see in there, that's a shoe tag. Okay? That is for the one-time timing system. So that goes on your shoe, you mount it on your shoelaces. If you have any difficulty with that, when you come to gear check, we can help you with that. Okay, but that gets mounted on the shoe itself. That's for the timing. So GPS tracker is the black box, blue tags are for the shoes. Thank you.
Okay. The question was, those with trackers, the trackers are the black ones, right? What is more important is the blue one. You must use that. Because that's the official time that will be read by the timing mats in all the stations, okay? Are we clear? So when you check in tonight, those who were issued trackers must wear them. Those who were issued shoe tags must wear them. Now, in case of loss, the trackers cost 7,500 and that 1,500. So please be very careful to look after them and surrender them if you DNF or once you reach the finish line, okay? The owner of the red one and the black the red car and the black vehicles that will be the position of our support vehicles. Kindly move them later. Please evacuate. Any more questions? For sweepers, I have my good friend Attorney John of Clark, Miami. His race is in November. He's the sweeper from Abada to Castillo. December, around December, CM50. One of the, aside from KOTM, one of the earliest independent underground races, as we call them. Mr. States Maria, there are few of us, at least we made it. Ano pa ba dito? Sweepers and we have sweepers, we have forerunners also. Any more questions? We will be serving hot meal for everyone starting lunchtime on Saturday. I hope I've also prepared some San Miguel beer, courtesy of Joseph. Okay. Thank you. And of course from our other sponsors, who generously donated lechon. I hope our foreign visitors eat lechon, roasted pig. Will you eat roasted pig? Roasted pork? Do you eat roasted pig? Roasted pig. Lechon. Anyway, wala. Lechon. We will be serving them on Saturday. So, any more questions? Guys? No more? Okay. So this is it. This is probably the last time I'll be talking to you as your former organizer. I'm just here today actually to say goodbye to every one of you. And thank you everyone for all the help. I never knew that H1 can go this big. It's really humbling. We started with just 42 runners and now we're close to 200 runners. Thank you very much. From the bottom of my heart, and I hope that the support extended to me will be extended to Robert and Steve in the many years to come. Pakisuportahan mo ang KOTM kasi KOTM is homegrown. H1 is homegrown. Please continue supporting our races. So, before I say goodbye, I'm inviting you to a mass at 11:30 here. Kung ba gusto mag-attend ng mass, we will have a mass here. So, yun lang po. Thank you very much. To everyone who flew in, maraming salamat. I can thank you enough for all the years that you supported KOTM since 2012. Maraming salamat po on behalf of the children that you have been supporting.